can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Fantasy headliners. Nation. Headliner nation. Fantasy headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
We are back. Let's go. We're back. It's football season, baby. The song comes on and you know exactly what's getting ready to happen. Headliner Nation, welcome back. The first live show of the 2025 season. It's crazy to think that we were just like finishing up 2024, the 2024 fantasy season. We were winning ships because that's what we do. Everybody was putting fantasy championships on the shelves behind them, clearing off space. A dominant season by the nation once again. And now we're back. Ready again. Whew. I'm ready. Love y'all. What's going on, everybody out there? It's back. A lot of you are drafting today. Good luck if you're drafting today. If you're doing your draft later in the week, good luck. The first flag. Of 20. Oh, it's a celebration flag, Anna said. Just a celebration flag. I have not said anything inappropriate. I'll take it. Jade Dragon with a $10 donation. Let's go ahead and kick it off with Jade with his first question. In a keeper league, my keepers are Bijan, Chase, and Henry. In a 10-man snake draft, I'm the 10th pick. What should my first two position picks be with my first two picks? So you have Bijan, Chase, and Henry. I'm looking to go at least one wide receiver. And depending on who's there, just, flow with it a little bit. Okay? Because you could go with your third running back if you got a really good running back there that you can't pass up. You could go with your second wide receiver and be very balanced to begin with. So first pick is definitely wide receiver for me to pair with Chase. Go from there with your second pick. Mookie, Brad, R. Phoenix, Gambit, Doug's Special Mission, Alonzo, Big Hoss, The Legend, Franco, B. Harvey, Roy Ludwig, Chris Grigg, Sergio, Phillip, Jason, Michael Rodriguez, all becoming members of the exclusive Headliner Nation family. Thanks so much for all becoming members. I think they all joined prior to the stream starting, so it didn't really show up right away. Rosetown becoming a member for the 34th month. Is Rice a safe pick if he was my wide receiver 3? I don't mind it. I don't mind Rice is your wide receiver 3. I'm good with that. I don't know if he's safe because we still don't know how many games for sure he's going to be suspended. But as long as you get at least half a season out of him and you have good wide receivers to back him up, you should end up being okay. Son of Mr. Vengeance. In the 14-man league, I got Bo, Ricky P, Myers, Brown, Kyron, Harvey, Sharps, May, Mims, Arroyo, Benson, Horton. Yahoo said I got an F. How do you feel I did? Okay, so you got Bo Nix. Your only wide receivers are Ricky Pearsall, Myers, and Mims? Or is that A.J. Brown? Is that Chase Brown or A.J. Brown is your wide receiver? It's a 14-man league, so I can't harp on you too much about depth because there's typically not a ton anyway. Who's your tight end? Arroyo? I guess I'm a little confused. So if you could clarify for me, I would appreciate it. And then I can maybe help answer a little bit better. OEG becoming a member for the 48th month. What up, OEG? We back, nation, and ready to run another ship. Let's effing go. Much appreciation, headliners, for all you do. OEG, we appreciate you for being here for 48 months. That's insane. Luis becoming a member for the 36th month. Got pick 12. Who should I go with, Kyle? Really depends on who's there. I'm still looking running backs. I will go Derrick Henry if he falls. I am not opposed to reaching early for Bucky Irving or Josh Jacobs at the end of the first round. If you want to go wide receiver, Neighbors could be there. Amon-Ra could be there. So there's a few different options that you have there at the end of the first. D. Brown becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. LKW Sports becoming a member for the 13th month. Headliner Nation, we are back at it. PPR Keeper League, I have Lamar, Chase Brown, and Drake London. Outside of a stud running back, what would you suggest I focus on? Thanks, Kyle. I'm going for that stud running back for sure. Like, that's my number one focus. I'm not focusing on anything else until I add another running back to pair with Chase Brown. Once you do that, you're going to be feeling real good about your team. Joe Hamilton becoming a member for the 7th month. No questions today. Just happy to upgrade to full Chubb for the season. LFG Headliner Nation, forehead kisses. Joe, appreciate you. Thanks for being back for another season. Joe, I just did that one. Nickname and a 12-man PPR 3 wide receivers. Keeping Bucky for an 11th. Ooh! Pulled the Joker for the draft. Take Jamar at 1.01 or a middle or late position. Oh. I'll be honest. I don't know what you mean by Joker. I'm assuming that means that you could pick at 1.01, or does that mean you could just pick wherever you want to? I mean, I'll take, if you're already keeping Bucky Irving for a 12th round pick, take the number 1 overall pick and draft Jamar Chase. That's what I would do. King Wasabi, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation this morning. Keto Rising, Super Chat didn't post right. Keeping Gibbs at 1.9. Keep McBride at round 8 or Bucky at round 9. Give me Bucky in round 9. My bad. Don't mind me. Michael Cortez. And a 12-man PPR 12 spot. Nico and Genti, Bucky, Brown, Henry. Are you asking which 2 you should pick? I mean, I've got Bucky. I mean, if you're asking me how I have them ranked, I've got Henry, Bucky, Nico, Genti, Brown, in that order. Playoff Duncan, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Sorry, I've got my water. I've got my protein coffee. And I've got some potatoes and rice. I'm going to take a quick bite, if you don't mind. Because I couldn't eat until noon today. Because I'm doing this fasting thing. I couldn't eat until noon, so my apologies. I'm going to take a quick bite. Don't watch me eat. Okay, we got to go back up here. Rosetown, my boss would love to know what two he should keep out of Chase, Henry, and Gibbs. If it's Chase Brown, I'm keeping Henry and Gibbs. If it's Jamar Chase, then I'm keeping Gibbs and Chase. Just a reminder to everybody, if you're asking about Chase, you gotta let me know if it's Chase Brown or Chase Brown or Jamar Chase. Bullman. And a 12-man PPR, Josh Allen, Barkley, Kamara, DJ Moore, Sutton, Ingram, Viking, DST, Aaron Jones. How I do, Maine? Quarterback and running backs and tight end, super solid. I think you're going to get some inconsistencies at wide receiver. So just make sure you have some decent depth at wide receiver, and then you'll be just fine. Mr. Quartich, 10th pick and a half PPR, 12-man snake draft. I've been taking King Henry first and Bucky or Kyron. However, thinking of skipping King and just taking Bucky first, Kyron second. Thoughts? I've got Derrick Henry and Bucky Irving ranked back to back. So I would go with those two first if you can make that work. Dragon Slayer and a PPR, Flex Pickens, Debo, or Pacheco. Good to see you. If you're listen, I'm not answering week 1 start and sit questions. I can't do that right now. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do start and sit questions right now. For those of you watching our start and sit format this year, we have changed it. It's going to be wildly different than what you have seen in the past. But the past couple of years, we've really only retooled things to make it a little bit easier to digest. This year, we've completely redone the format. It is going to look nothing like they have in the past. And not only are they going to look completely different and like nothing you've seen before, but they're also going to be giving you some more definitive answers on some players. So for instance, I'm not going to spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, talking about the Philadelphia Eagles when we're always going to start Saquon Barkley, right? Like, there's guys, it doesn't matter what I tell you about them. You're starting Gibbs. You're starting, I'm talking running backs right now, but this is going to be for every position. You're starting Gibbs. You're starting Bijan. You're starting Saquon. You're starting Henry. There's several guys that it doesn't matter what the matchup is or anything like that. You're going to start them. We are going to focus less on those guys this year, and we're going to focus more on discussing people you really need to know about. So it's going to be completely different than you guys have seen. That's all I'm going to say right now. Because I want you guys to tune in week 1 and be excited for it. Not this coming week, obviously, but the week after. So be ready for the start and sits this year. They're going to be crazy. They're going to be very good. We're very excited for what they look like. We're very excited for the information that's going to be conveyed to you and how you're going to be able to digest it and hopefully make better decisions with your lineups moving forward. I will also say that I don't see anybody else doing this because for those of you that know I created the dynamic running back rating, which I've talked about a lot over the last couple of weeks. I may or may not have come up with something for start and sits. The start and sits are now going to have a score with them to essentially talk about how safe players are going to be. It's the opposite of the dynamic running back ranking, and it's for every position. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let me go back up here real quick. Chubsky. How we feeling, Kyle? We're feeling great. Hopefully you are too. Grade my running backs. I drafted last night. Bucky, Kamara, Pollard, and Zach Charbonnet, Bigsby, and Trey Benson on the bench. I'm going to give that an A-. I like it. I'm going to give it an A-. It's an A+ if Zach Charbonnet ends up playing quite a bit of time. Bukowski, becoming a member for the 47th month. Confession, Kyle, I cheated on you. I watched 8 seconds of somebody else in this fantasy industry that sucks and is nowhere near as good as you. I'm not going to say who it is. Vomited and ran for my life. I'll never do it again. It's funny, Buck, because that seems to be the consensus for most people. Medicine Man, becoming a member for the 10th month. I love the draft guide. Following it, but I have window liquor league mates following your late round guide. Go Yellow Shorts. That's funny. Window liquor league mates. Oh, my bad. I mean, for those of you who have been watching, off-season content, I'm still not fully healthy, man. I've had this cough for damn near 3 months. Crazy. T-Mac, becoming a member of Hole and Chubb. Welcome to the exclusive Headliner Nation. Scranton Strangler, becoming a member for the 23rd month. Great to be back with the nation. Went back-to-back in one league and second in my other. Thanks for all of your advice last season. Let's get another. I agree. Let's go get it. Maggie with the $10 donation. I have the 1.01 in Superflex, 5.5 PPR. Plan to take Jamar Chase, keeping Jaden Daniels. Should I keep T. Higgins or Puka Nacua? I'm still going to go with Puka because I still have him ranked over T. Higgins, and I still think that's a better value 1 round later. So I will definitely go with Puka there. Good question, though. Dominique becoming a member for the 35th month. No questions today. What will be here every Saturday and Sunday. My league draft is later today, 2 p.m. Hawaiian time. Dominique, good luck. Go kill it. Just so everybody knows, too, Sunday morning live streams are not changing. Saturday night live streams are moving to Friday night. Just so you all know. Saturday night live streams are now on Fridays. Just so you guys know. A couple of different reasons for it. We polled the nation. We did a poll in Discord of our members, and we did a poll on YouTube. And there was maybe a handful of people that were like, no, I'm not going to be able to watch on Friday nights. But a majority of people were like, yeah, we're going to be watching no matter what. We're moving to Fridays for a couple of different reasons. And I'll tell you one of the main reasons that might be a little bit selfish, and we apologize because very rarely do we make decisions on our schedule based around ourselves and not our community. Saturday nights are tough. If we can do it on Friday nights in the work week, it makes it a lot easier for us to we're working on Friday already anyway, and then we just steamroll into the live stream later that night, and then we get all day Saturday to ourselves to reset, clear the mechanism, make sure we're feeling good about ourselves. One thing that we're really, really focused on this year, Jake and myself, is just making sure that we're putting our mental health at the very top of priorities. And then, yes, having all day Saturday to ourselves so we can spend it with wives, girlfriends, family, kids, whatever it might be. Then we can spend some time with those people on Saturdays since we dedicate so much time to the community during the season. And then also, yes, somebody said it was a Dragon Slayer. We're wondering if competing with college football on Saturday nights hurts us sometimes. But I don't want to hang out with my family. Some people, are like that. But yeah, so we're gonna go Friday nights from now on, moving forward. Anna, see, yeah, a full day off. We can just take all day Saturday to ourselves from now on. Use it to reset ourselves, get ourselves mentally focused and prepared. I can get myself ready for Sunday mornings. I'll still be here Sunday mornings for members. So yeah. I gotta scroll back up because there's some things that I missed. Fear Boner. I'll never get over it. Welcome to Excessive Chubb. Thanks for re-upping your membership. And then Fear Boner coming back at me with a $5 donation. Round 2, are you taking Kyren Williams or Omarion Hampton? I'm torn between these two RB1s. The safe bet is Kyren Williams. The safe bet is Kyren Williams for sure. No, Jake did not sleep in. Normally I have a video that comes out on Sundays, but I told Jake and Taylor, I was like, why don't I live stream this Sunday instead and have a little bit of fun and check in with the nation and see how they're doing. Kyren Williams is safer. I still have him ranked above Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton definitely could be higher upside by the end of the year. I am so torn on Omarion Hampton. I mean, if you stick around all season long for the content, then you already know that I loved Omarion Hampton during the draft process. I was super into Omarion Hampton. I think he was way closer to Ashton Genty than people gave him credit for, and where he landed is great for long-term value. But I don't know what's going to happen with Najee Harris. I don't. He's going to be used. It's going to happen. How much is it? When's he going to be fully healthy? Is Omarion Hampton going to get the full workload to begin the year, and then they'll ease Najee back in once he's healthy, and then Omarion will take back? I don't know about Omarion Hampton. Sky's the limit with this kid. I could see him being a top 12 running back by the end of the season. Absolutely. So if you want the upside and you're willing to risk it, you can go with Omarion Hampton. I'm personally still leaning Kyren Williams as much as I want to lean Omarion Hampton. Son of Mr. Vengeance. It was Chase Brown, and my tight ends are Arroyo and Henry. I can understand the grade that you were given then, just because grades don't matter anyway, so who cares? I think you might be missing some potential upside with that team, though. I'm assuming you probably took Josh Allen pretty early, if I had to guess. Walter John McGowan, WJM, shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, the swag rich, turn me up, big dog, whoop whoop. I'm so ready for the season and live streams. Love you, bro. Keep banging. WJM, appreciate you. The main hype man. Listen, I think we're going to have a new position on the fantasy headliner team this year, and then I would like to formally nominate Walter John McGowan as official Headliner Nation hype man. So be it. Ron Gertiza becoming a member for the 23rd month. Hey, Kyle. Great offseason videos. I'm armed and ready. What is your opinion of 2 running backs first 2 rounds? We'll have good wide receiver depth in the 3rd through 7th. I'm fine with that. Absolutely. If you want to go 2 running backs to begin with, I'm absolutely going to be on board with 2 running backs to go with to start your draft. You'll definitely need to go wide receiver after that, but we have really focused on wide receiver or 2 running backs or 3 running backs in the first 3 or 5 rounds. Josh Bergquist. Pick number 5 got Henry, London, Walker, Hill, Thomas Jr., Pollard, Mayfield, Ingram, Charbonnet, Cup, Bigsby, Ridley, Nix, Ferguson, Denver D, and McLaughlin. I mean, that's one heck of a butt kicker team, if I had to say so myself. I mean, at the end of the season, you have a very good opportunity to basically sit back, look at your teammates, and be like, y'all a bunch of finger lickers. I absolutely wrecked you all this year. Yeah, I'm behind on Super Chats. Give me a second. I'll get caught up. Austin Juarez. Hey, Kyle, can you rank my team in a 12-man full PPR 4th overall? Baker, Gibbs, Cook, London, McLaurin, Ingram, Pollard, Bench, DJ Moore, and Jordan Mason. I'm going to give you a B+. I like that team. I feel it. Primo upgraded their membership to full Chubb. Primo, thanks for upgrading your membership. Paul P. in a 12-man full PPR 2-pick, rate my team. Baker, McConkey, Ridley, Bijan, Swift, McBride, Caleb Johnson, Braylon Allen, Tank, Njoku, Tillman, Jordan Love, Bass, Buffalo, and 2 flex. I have some concerns about the depth of that team. Especially since you don't have like a flex option that makes me feel really good. I'm not as excited about Caleb Johnson as some other people. I don't think he sucks by any means. I just don't know if he has the upside. Disabled Danny becoming a member for the 11th month. Just checking in and plugging my channel. Disabled Danny, what's going on? Welcome back. You're here, baby. Tyler Bronowski in a 12-man keeper league. What do you think of these keepers? Henry in the 2nd, Hurts in the 4th, Kamara in the 5th, with owning a 5th pick in the draft. Going to target wide receiver in round 1. I mean, I don't mind those keepers. I don't know what other options you had. But those are not bad. Ishmael in a 12-man league, half PPR, at the 11th spot. Thoughts on pick? Bowers first and Allen second, and then, oh no. Ishmael, no way. There's no way I'm picking Brock Bowers in the first round. Brock Bowers doesn't even, I don't even think he's close to a first round ADP, is he? Hold on a second. Let me see what his ADP is. He's got his ADP puts him right around 24th overall. I mean, he's a pick at the end of the 2nd round. I mean, I'm going running back in the 1st round, and then if you really want Brock Bowers, then maybe draft him in the 2nd, but there's no way I'm drafting Brock Bowers at the end of the 1st round. I'd rather draft George Kittle later. That's way better value. And I can't get on board with a quarterback in the 2nd round, especially since you don't say it's super flex. If it's super flex, Josh Allen in the 2nd is fine. If it's a 1 quarterback league, not a shot. King Wasabi almost caught up on Super Chats. King Wasabi, half PPR. I got Goff, Gibbs, Bucky, McLaurin, Pickens, Kittle, Monty, Charbonnet, Bigsby, Chubb, Ibuka, Ridley, and Wandell. Thoughts? Love the running backs. Whew. Gibbs, Bucky, Monty, and Charbonnet if something happens. McLaurin and Pickens and Ridley and Ibuka. You've got some nice upside at the wide receiver position. Kittle, one of my favorite tight ends. Goff at quarterback. I mean, that's an A team for me. Bang it out. A team. Kyle has spoken. Josh becoming a member for the 35th month. Return of the live streams. Let's go. Calf cam. It's been a while since I've done a calf cam. It has been. Let me know in the comments. Actually, you know what we haven't done lately? We haven't created a poll. Let's create a poll. Let's do our first poll of the season, should the calf cam return in 2025? Yes or no? First poll of the season. Why not? Josh has made it known. Menace in a 10-team full PPR picking 1.10. Barkley. Neighbors. Have all been kept. I thought you were naming... I thought you were naming your team, and I was like, how did you get all these guys? Okay, they're all being kept. I get it. I kept Chase Brown. If St. Brown doesn't fall, Jacobs and Achan or someone else. Menace, if you're keeping Chase Brown, I'm definitely going Jacobs. If you're keeping Chase Brown and Amon-Ra gets to you, then I'm going Amon-Ra and I'm going with Josh Jacobs. If he doesn't get it to you, then I'm definitely going Josh Jacobs. And for Achan, it depends on who else is available there. I don't want to say yes for sure, and I don't want to say no for sure. Right now, 77% of the people are saying the calf cam should return. 23% are crazy people who don't know what they're talking about. Adrian Ortiz drops Stevenson, Dowdle, or Pittman. I'll drop Dowdle for right now. Oh man. I'm going to mess this name up and I apologize greatly. Gershpal Singh? 12-man PPR, normal, 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Team is in chat. Oh, there it is. Purdy, McCarthy, Walker, Sharp, Harvey, Dobbins, and Pollard. Lamb, BTG, Myers, Ibuka, Kirk, and Kittle. I like that. I don't think you don't say it's super flex. You don't say it's super flex. I don't think you needed both of those quarterbacks. If it is super flex, then that's good. Running backs are solid. You've got Walker and Charbonnet, which is one of my biggest musts this season, is to get both of those guys. Wide receiver, then you back them up with Harvey and Pollard, so you're good there. Lamb, Brian Thomas Jr. are good. Kittle's good. I like that team. Is our draft guide up to date? We literally just did rankings again. Was it Friday? I think Friday was when rankings were updated after the Brian Robinson Jr. trade. Fear Boner, thoughts on Brian Robinson Jr.? Oh, speak of the devil. Now that he is with the 49ers, and how does that affect CMC? I don't know if it affects CMC, to be honest with you. I basically told, was it Jake? Taylor? I don't remember. I told somebody. I said there's 2 things here that kind of worry me. Maybe it was during my AMA chat in Discord the other night with our members. I can't remember. Anyway, talking about it, there's a couple of concerns here for me. Trading for Brian Robinson Jr. tells me one of 2 things. Either number one, they're worried about CMC and maybe they're worried about his long-term health this season and they want to have a better, more established veteran backup. Or they just don't think Garindo was the guy, which is really weird that they don't think he's the guy because they were willing to go with him and not pay Jordan Mason. And then they ended up giving up a draft pick to trade for a running back anyway. So it just seems weird to me. Just seems weird. He's definitely the handcuff to own, though. If you have CMC, you got to get Brian Robinson Jr. I can't stop coughing, and I have a feeling that I would start coughing even more. Yo, Kyle, how'd I do? Jay New in a 10-man league PPR drafted Gibbs, Nix, James Cook, McConkey, Pearsall, Kittle, Ibuka, Montgomery, Mims, Tracy, and the Eagles defense. Okay, Nix is your quarterback. Gibbs, James Cook, Montgomery, Tracy running backs. Okay. McConkey, Pearsall, Ibuka, Mims. I mean, for a 10-man league, Jay, you should have much stronger wide receivers. You should have much stronger wide receivers in a 10-man league. Dakota, I owe you a huge thanks, Kyle. You changed my mind on Walker completely. Rate my team. 12-man PPR ended up with starters Lamb, Irving, London, Walker, Henderson, Nix, and Tyler Warren. I like those starters. I do like those starters. I wouldn't know what hit me with this team if I had to face it on a weekly basis. Lamb, Irving, London, Walker, Henderson. And just keep in mind, too, ladies and gentlemen, like, love Kenneth Walker. We are worried about him staying healthy. If you're getting Kenneth Walker, you got to do what you can do to get Zach Charbonnet. Because then you're solid. Yo, ED, I have the number 1 pick in a 10-team PPR league with 2 flex spots. Should I take a running back or a wide receiver first? I'm thinking of taking Gibbs. I'm good with Gibbs at number 1 overall. I've been saying it for a while now. The kid could just have an absolutely outstanding year. If you don't want to go with Jamar Chase and you go with Gibbs, I would not fault you one bit for it. Some more protein coffee. 76% of 139 votes think the calf cam should return. Tig. In a dynasty league, should I trade Tyreek for Bill Krosky in a second? That's a bit too much for me. I think he could end up being good. Let me hold on a second. I want to go. Let me look for something really fast here. I'm in the wrong year. Hold on. Post-draft rankings, rookie scouting reports, running backs. Actually, I should probably go the other way. Okay, so raise your hand if you bought the draft guide. Listen, so one thing we've done the last 2 seasons with our draft guide is we release it right around the NFL draft. Like, I think this year we released it like the week before the NFL draft. And this year, I did a rookie scouting report for every single fantasy player, quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs. I did a scouting report for every single one of them. So there is a scouting report for Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in our draft guide. So if you bought our draft guide and you looked at the rookie scouting reports, you would have known about Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt already. So this is what I said about him. Drafted in the 7th round at pick 29. Strengths. Makes adjustments in the run game as he reads defenses. Sharp cuts. Balance through tackles. Weaknesses. Doesn't help in the passing game, blocking, or catching in his age because he's a little bit older. My outlook for Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt missed much of 2024 due to eligibility issues, but he is one of the few late-round running backs that could see a significant role this season. He has all the tools as a runner to be at least a solid RB2 and a backfield duel. He could complement Brian Robinson if Austin Eckler misses times and is a stash in rookie drafts. Listen, this is why you buy the draft guide. This is why you buy the draft guide. If you guys, every Thanksgiving, we do a Black Friday pre-order for the following season. Or for the upcoming season, whatever you want to call it. Okay? You can get it on sale, pre-order it, and then when it releases, you get immediate access to it. And you would have known about Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt months ago. He would not be a shock to anybody if you've been reading the draft guide. So, yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Because that, like, I forget when I said something about it. I have made a comment that I feel like the biggest part where I've grown the most as an analyst in this industry is like preseason scout, like my actual scouting of players. I feel like I do a way better job now than I used to. And it's really funny because one thing I'll credit with growing is the work that I do as a youth football coach. Because I coach my son's youth football team. But we work pretty hand in hand with like the high school coaches. And I've gotten to know like their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, things like that. So like talking to them and learning from people who have been around like actually coaching the football game for a while, I think I've learned a lot about, hey, this is what you should look for in players. Someone is saying I missed their question. Who said that? I saw someone say that you missed my question. Oh, Clay C. Clay, let me go look real quick. Oh, I missed a few. My chat must have scrolled. I'm sorry. So yeah, Clay, I did. Let me go back and do that here real quick. Give me just a second. Matt Reich becoming a member for the 23rd month. Hey, Matt Wright called me Jake. Okay. And a 12-man keeper, full PPR, I have Chase Brown. Been kept in the 6. Pick 9 today and feel like I have to take London round 1 so he won't get back to me in the 2nd. London or Nico round 1 and then get Jacobs in the 2nd. I've got London ranked above Nico. I know a lot of people don't. I've got London over Nico, and then I would come back with Jacobs. Absolutely. Scranton Strangler and a 10-team full PPR, 2 keepers. Rate my team. Dak, St. Brown, Bucky Kamara, Devontae Adams, London, Ingram, DJ Moore, Dicker and Ravens. Bench, Benson, Bigsby, Myers, Ont, and Pollard, Purdy, and Wandell. That's a solid B+, bordering an A-. Harrison, 12-man PPR, Purdy and Caleb, CMC, K9, Demo, Sharb, I love that, Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet together. Benson, London, MHJ, I'm assuming that's Tet McMillan. Mims, Douglas, Njoku, Kincaid. Rate, should I trade MHJ for Higgins straight up? I would take Higgins over Marvin Harrison Jr. I would. And I think that's a solid team. For a 12-man team, especially your running backs, I like that. Geech's Peaches, just wanted to say how pumped I am for another great season with the Headliner Nation where champions live. Geech's. Appreciate you. Nick Murray, becoming a member for 17 months of excessive chub. What's your opinion on taking Bijan over Jamar Chase at the first pick in a PPR league? I'm fine with it. I've told everybody all offseason long, if you want Bijan or Gibbs over Jamar Chase, I won't argue it. I won't argue it. If that's what you want to do and that's what you feel good about, I'm all on board with it. Clay. Here we are, Clay. Sorry about that. I like Pacheco over guys like Aaron Jones and Pollard, but last I saw he was behind both your rankings unless I'm wrong. Could you explain why? Pacheco to me is good and nothing more. He's not particularly explosive. The underlying efficiency stats aren't great over the course of his career, and he is a little bit of an undersized runner for how powerful he runs. So he's a guy that takes hits when he doesn't necessarily need to, and he puts himself in a position to unfortunately probably be injured more times than what we would like. Aaron Jones, to me, has more upside. He's more explosive. The underlying efficiency stats are better for Aaron Jones than Pacheco, and he has an opportunity to help more in the passing game. Pollard, to me, is safer than Pacheco. He is a guy that is, I don't think he's going to have to compete for time running the football. Whereas Pacheco, they are going to go with the pass game more times than not, even, excuse me, even if they're leading. That's my thoughts on it. Dakota. All right, I got Dakota because I talked about Walker. Yo ED, thinking about taking Gibbs number 1. I got to that one. LKW Sports, grade my Chubbies League team. Daniels, Williams, Jacobs, Chase, Rice, Ingram, Henderson, McLaughlin, Arizona defense with Monte, Olave, Myers, Bigsby, Coleman, Bateman. Thanks, Kyle. Love the vid dudes. LKW, appreciate you. Daniels, Williams. I'm assuming Caleb Williams? And then Jacobs, Chase, Rice, Ingram, Henderson, McLaughlin. I mean, I don't mind that. As long as Bigsby works out, you've got tons of running back depth too. So I like it. Falcons Nation, I need RJ Harvey on my team. You know what I did scroll over with that? Who's your wide receiver 1? Is it Rice? I like your running backs. Oh, Jamar Chase. My bad. Oh, it's Kyron Williams? Oh, yeah, dude, you're good. Yeah, you're fine. That's a heck of a team. Absolutely. I would maybe... Can you make trades in that league? I don't know. Probably not. Most leagues like that, you can't make trades. Sorry. Another bite of food real quick. Falcons Nation, I need RJ Harvey on my team. 10-team PPR, have the 101 drafting in 7 hours. Where should I shoot to take him? 1 flex. Well, Falcons, here's my problem. Okay? So, I don't... Unless your team... It's a 10-team... It is a 10-team PPR league. I'm not 100% sure why you feel the need to have an elite QB in the top 3 rounds. Unless there's some sort of weird scoring that makes quarterbacks significantly more impressive than what the rest of the skill positions are. It's a 10-team league. And you don't say it's super flex. If it's super flex, that makes sense. But if it's a 1 QB league and a 10-team league, you're only going to have 10 starting quarterbacks taken. And I would assume that a ton of people probably aren't going to have QB2s. So I don't see the need, because you're going to get really good value in the later rounds of a 10-team league at the quarterback position. Bijan at the 1.01, I've mentioned it a few times already. I'm fine with it. I don't mind it. That gives you a solid running back. If you really want a tight end in the top 3 rounds, personally, I go running back, wide receiver in the top 3 rounds, or running back, wide receiver, running back, whatever you want to do. And then I get my tight end and George Kittle after that. Again, it's a 10-team league. How many tight ends are going to be taken? Like, if Kittle gets injured and misses a game or two, you can easily go pick a tight end up off waivers in a 10-team league. So I personally don't agree with this. Me personally, I'm not doing it. I don't feel like that helps you. I don't think it's a great strategy. As far as RJ Harvey goes, RJ Harvey's being taken about 50th overall. If we're adjusting to a 12-team league or a 10-team league, I mean, you're probably needing to draft him. You can probably get him in the 5th round, I would guess. If I had to guess, you probably get him in the 5th round. Depends on if you have anyone else in your league that loves him. Sandy, you sent a super chat, but you didn't put a question in it. And I don't see your question. Sandy, write your question again if you can, because I don't see it. We're going to end the poll. 242 votes. 74% of the people want me to bring the calf cam back. Eli G, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. I've never met an Eli that I didn't like. Ace Boogie, missed these live streams. Love to be back, TFH fam. Ace, welcome back. Patrick Maher, becoming a member for the 23rd month. Drafting today, got the 2nd pick. Gibbs or Barkley? I've got Gibbs higher. Chase is someone's keeper, so Bijan is likely going first. Will you get Gibbs or Bijan if something doesn't change? Boom. Wes Fisher, have to drop 1 for a kicker in a 10-team full PPR. Prescott and Fields, St. Brown, Moore, Worthy, Adams, McLaurin, Golden, Irving, Kyron Williams, James Conner, Pollard, JCM, and Ingram. Wes, as long as it's not a 2 QB league, I'm drafting Fields. Roger Wilco becoming a member for the 30th month. Hey, Jake Kyle. I like you mentioning coaching youth and connections, improving your analysis. My GPOC coach for 35 years and taught me so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is one thing that I really enjoy is coaching. I do. Dog's Breakfast becoming a member for the 42nd month. Just want to say thanks to Jake, Kyle, and the company for building the best fantasy community in the biz. Your hard work is appreciated. Let's go, dog. Appreciate you. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a new function for live streams this year called Top Fans. And you guys get XP for doing different things in the chat, whether it's sending super chats, sending donations, commenting, responding to others, stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end, but like right now with 725 XP, LKW Sports is the #1 fan in this live stream. Ben King 1855 is #2, and Mr. Quartich is #3, also with 575 XP. I don't know if you guys can see that on your end. AK Cash, Bill fan, what's Keon's stat line in 2025? I mean, I think he could potentially press. I think he could potentially press for 1,000 yards. I don't know if he quite gets there or if it's much over that. Depends on how much he's grown. I would say 8 touchdowns. I mean, I don't think it's going to be some huge jump. I don't think it's going to be some huge jump, but hopefully he takes a step forward. Batmat Gaming becoming a member for the 47th month. Hey Kyle, hope all is well in the 12-man half PPR, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, 6 bench spots. I'm at the 12th pick. Sharp League. How should I prioritize the draft? I mean, nothing different than what we've told you so far this year. And that's running backs are the priority. And we need to make sure that we're drafting ahead of ADP, especially if you're in what you consider to be a sharper league. I would assume that more than likely you're going to see guys go ahead of their ADP. So we're prioritizing running backs. We're drafting ahead of our ADP, and we are doing everything we can to make sure we're staying ahead of our league mates. I mean, that's for the most part, that's what we need to do in one of those leagues. I'm not changing anything that we've talked about all offseason long in terms of how I want to prioritize positions and how I want to build a team. Glazing over Uncle Gary. Kyle, could you please take another bite of food? No, just because you asked. Ace Boogie, rate my team in a full PPR with the second pick. Bijan Jacobs, love that. Hill and Wilson, potential. Chuba, Pollard, tons of depth there. Hunter, Ibuka, Njoku, Baker, Chubb, Juwan, Ja'Cory, Benson, Ravens, Elliott, appreciate y'all. That's a solid team. That's a solid B+ for me. That's definitely got A- potential. Mona becoming a member for the 5th month. Hey, Mona. Hey, Kyle. No question. Just wanted to say hi, and I'm excited. The lives are back. Super excited about the upcoming season. I think we all are. I think we're really excited to get going. TC7786. Love the draft guide. Still reviewing till my draft later this week. Love the Cavs, Kyle. TC. Appreciate it. Keisha becoming a member for the 22nd month. I draft tonight. Wish me luck. I haven't researched nearly enough, though. Keisha, get Matt helping you. Call Matt in and say, hey, I need you to study up, sit your butt down, jump off COD for a little bit. I know he's probably not playing COD right now. Tell him you need some help, okay? And tell him I said so. Whew. Where is Godwin at when he is healthy? From Arthur. I don't know, because I don't know when he's going to be healthy, to be honest. I mean, personally, if I'm looking at Godwin, I'm saying, I'm skipping him. Because Ibuka could take his job easily before he comes back. Jackson Allen becoming a member for the 36th month. Howdy in a 10-team full PPR. If I'm starting Travion Henderson, Monty, and Connor as an RB3, what would make sense there? I'll be honest, Jackson, I'm going to need you to restate that question, please, because I don't understand what you're asking. JL Green, late at purchasing the guide, but I'm excited. That's all right, better late than never. He's probably playing COD. I'm at work. Oh, make him come in and hang out with you. Just pull up a chair and have him sit right next to you. Is Matthew Golden a weekly flex from Sean? I think he could be. I think Ibuka is the best wide receiver in the rookie class. He's very good. Very good. What are we doing with the Browns backfield? I don't want you guys sleeping on Dylan Sampson. I do not want you guys sleeping on Dylan Sampson. In fact, let's go back to the draft guide. Do we want to look at the rookie scouting report for Dylan Sampson? I forget what I said. I gotta find it. Dylan Sampson. Strengths, balance at contact, pass protection, open field speed and agility. Weaknesses, ball security, trouble finding holes in stacked boxes, and limited touches in college. Sampson has an uphill battle to touches, with Judkins being drafted in the second round and Ford being on the roster still. Judkins still has not signed his contract. It will likely take an injury or Ford being cut for Sampson to be fantasy relevant in 2025. Well, I mean, it took Quinshon Judkins not being able to keep his hands to himself, but I don't know. I mean, charges were dismissed, so I don't know what really happened there. In Dynasty, I would consider him a bench stash for Judkins owners. I mean, I like Dylan Sampson, man. I think he can be better than Ford. I do. I mean, Judkins, for me, I would say Judkins is for sure number one, but what am I supposed to do with Judkins? He hasn't even signed yet. And it sounds like he might not sign. Like, the Browns don't want to sign him until all of this crap is taken care of. So, Lou G in a standard league, tight ends get one full PPR. Would McBride or Kittle move into a first-round pick or a second pick? No. Not for me. I would rather go, will McBride, Kittle, or Bowers go a little bit earlier than what they normally would? Yes, but I'm probably, if one of them's available in the third round, I probably consider it. I'm still not going earlier than that. Fear Boner, feeling super jacked for football season. I miss these live streams so much. Can't wait to draft this coming Thursday and use the draft guide. Absolutely. G-Money becoming a member for the 46th month. Just hopped on. Heading to the draft now. Any injuries from yesterday's preseason I need to know about? Thanks for the great content as always. I don't think so. Not that I remember hearing. Falcons Nation, adjusted my strategy. Going to shoot for Warren in the 8th and load up on running backs, wide receivers, round 1 through 8. I love that. Have to take RJ in the 4th. Have a Broncos fan after me. Stream QB or miss out on Golden Ibuka in the 9th. I mean, I just let it come to you. Just let's see what happens, right? It's a 10-team league, and right now, Dak Prescott and Jordan Love are guys that you can get 9th round or later. So in a 10-team league, more than likely, those guys will still be there during that time. I mean, you could go Golden in the 9th, and you could probably still get a quarterback. Fearboner, and how do you think, or who do you think is this year's, maybe it says how, but maybe it's who, do you think is this year's Jaden Daniels as far as a late round quarterback? I mean, I've mentioned it a couple of times. For me personally, I think Drake May has some good potential to find some upside this year. When he took over as the starting quarterback, he was 4th in the National Football League in runs and rushing yards for quarterbacks. So there is some opportunity there. Jackson Allen, my fault. I meant looking at them on the board as an RB3. Connor Monte. Oh, who would I want as an RB3? I got you. If you want the most upside, it's Henderson. If you want to play it safe, it's Monty. If you want to take the risk and the best of both worlds, it's Connor. I probably still kind of lean Henderson right now. Live streams need to start sooner. Like, how much sooner? Matthew, love the live stream. Can you explain why Saquon is so high when others are fading because of his big 24 year and should regress? I mean, we still have him at RB3. And if you do the math and you take away and you do any type of regression on Saquon Barkley, he could regress a fair amount and still be a top 3 running back. That's just how big last season was. Here's the thing. Like, people talk about regression, right? And I think it's fair to assume that there is going to be some regression. But I think you need to also keep in mind that regression also matters when it comes to the player, or the player matters when it comes to regression. Saquon Barkley is not your typical running back. He is a man amongst boys, kind of similar to what Derrick Henry is. And people have been saying for years that Derrick Henry is going to fade, and look what happened. I mean, if you want to make the Madden curse for Saquon Barkley, you're more than welcome to. I can't guarantee a Madden curse for Saquon Barkley because that's hit or miss. But I'm just not willing to completely fade Saquon Barkley with the offense that he's in and is as good as he is. I just think it's unfair. I think the people who are screaming regression are the people that want you to click on their stuff and want you to hear them. And at the end of the year, if Saquon Barkley doesn't regress a ton, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, he regressed a little bit, which is what I said. I think it's unfair to just be like, oh, regression, fade Saquon Barkley. Tony Brooks says, man, child, get out of your parents' basement already. I'm definitely not in my parents' basement. I am in my own studio in my own house. Man, child, you could make an argument for that because if you know me in real life, you could definitely see that I've got a little kid in me still, but that's because age is just a number. And we should live life like we're children still. We shouldn't lose the magic when we become adults. So, to Tony Brooks, my first live stream hater / troll of 2025. Cheers to you. I hope you have all the success in the world in 2025. I won't hold it against you. Appreciate you. Edward Cobbs, thanks for your time and effort. In a 10-team league, 7th pick, I want to go with 2 backs. Who do you like? I mean, are you just asking me like to rank my running backs? Because it's Gibbs, Bijan, Barkley, Henry. My live stream just crashed. I don't know if you guys can still hear or see me. No, I think we're good. Henry is at 4. Bucky is at 5. It's protein coffee, Edward. Not chocolate milk. Protein coffee. It is a vanilla protein shake with coffee extract. I'm not Jake. Why do people keep calling me Jake? I'm far more handsome and I have more hair. I mean, those are my top 5 running backs. You can't go wrong with Jacobs. You can't go wrong with Bucky Irving. I mean, yeah. Zaya, not Zaya, Zaya. Calfman Kyle and 10-man full PPR. After drafting 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers in the first 6 rounds, would you rather have Baker or Ridley in the 7th? I will go with Ridley in the 7th, and then I will go with, you know what, Sean? Now you're just screwing with me. I'd rather go Ridley in the 7th and then go with like Dak. Nix is going after Baker as well. Fearboner, what will be your beer and food of choice for the first official games this year? I don't know if I'm allowed to tell people this, but we have a game day cookbook that we're going to be selling this year. I can't tell you much more about it because the cookbook was Jake and Taylor's thing that they were working on. So there's not much that I can say about it, but I know that there's going to be more information coming soon. And if you're looking for game day recipes, it's a super unique book. It's very cool because there's going to be like matchup stuff. So like week 1, if there's a matchup against 2 teams, then we basically build you a game day recipe that has like a cocktail, appetizers, and a main course based on those 2 cities. It's really cool. It is. Jake and Taylor did a great job with it. I'm excited to see it. So keep an eye out for it. It's going to be on sale very soon. How far off is Ibuka and Ridley in PPR trade offer? In a PPR, Ibuka definitely definitely closes the gap a lot. For this year, I probably still lean Ridley. Long term, it's Ibuka for sure, and it's not even close. LKW, how many headliners got in on the Chubbies League? I'm in a league with 3 other headliners, Jewel, TD Flexer, and Kalafa. Good luck, everyone, playing with the NFL Fantasy and Chubby Shorts. I'm not sure how many people. Kyle, I traded Jerome Ford and Shaheed to get Ridley. Oh, I love that. I mean, Chew, like, if you love Ibuka and you feel deep down, like right here in the pit of your stomach, that he's going to be better than Ridley, then make the trade. I heard the whole cookbook is eggplant-based. That's funny, but it's not. That's a good one. Simplistic Grace, I hope you're feeling better, Kyle. I'm trying to get there. It feels like I'm a little bit better every day, but I'm just, yeah, it's been a long process, and nobody really knows what I had either. I mean, I was tested for COVID like 3 or 4 times. Didn't have it. They did chest x-rays, didn't have anything. They gave me, like, they prescribed allergy medication. That didn't help. It's just been a long time. Ace McLeod, is Nick Chubb a good pick late to plug in while Mixon is out? Yes. Keisha, I like Ward a lot. I think he's really good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to go about another 15 minutes till 1:30-ish. I know we went running back early, but started my draft with Chase, Puka, London, and running backs Kenneth Walker, Travion Henderson. Am I doomed? I would show... I don't think you're doomed. Do you have Zach Charbonnet to back up Kenneth Walker? Because that's going to be... Yeah. Fear boner. Kyle, will you finally be launching your OnlyFans for your calf cam? It's called Only Calves. It's actually an entire platform dedicated to calves. Where's Jake at? Brandon, just like... So my videos, I do Sunday videos, or I have for the last few weeks. So the videos that post on Sunday are mine. For this week, instead of doing a standalone recorded video, I told Jake and Taylor I thought it would be a good idea to stream. Koala, Nix, Prescott, and Caleb Williams in that order for QB1. I'm getting a lot more white in my beard. Absolutely I am. 100%. But that just makes me seem dignified. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather, was like completely gray by like the time he was 40 or something like that. And I'm 37 now. Yes, 37 now. And I can definitely, I mean, it's getting more white here. I mean, don't pay attention to my hair. I've had a hat on all morning. I mean, up top, there's no gray. There definitely is on the side, but I don't care. I'm going to go gray early. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to be doing anything with it. I'm going to let it come. It's fine. Moving on. Ron, yeah, I'm only 37. Everybody thinks that I'm older than I am. I'm only 37, man. I'm still relatively young, in my humble opinion. Dogs and I are the same age. Yeah, everybody heard that. Everyone's saying pause. My bad. Will we finally see Anna on a stream this year? I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Not that I'm against it, but I don't think Anna has any desire to be on a stream. Keisha will be 41 in 2 weeks. I mean, listen, props to Keisha for just being like, yeah, I don't care. Big Rikes. Would you trade Neighbors for London and a 4th rounder and a 12-man PPR? I ended up with an auto-drafted team on Sleeper. London would be wide receiver 1. CMC and Breece Hall are my RBs. Kenneth Walker, flex JJ at quarterback. Neighbors for London and a 4th? Is that like a rookie 4th rounder? I'm gonna need a little bit of more feedback on what that 4th round pick is. LKW, defending my championship and have to pick at 10-11 for half PPR. If Henry is off the board, would you go Bucky Jacobs or look at getting a wide receiver 1? I'm good with going Bucky Jacobs, but it depends on what wide receiver is there. If Amon-Ra is there, if Neighbors is there, if you want to go London, you could do that too. If you're feeling like running backs are going to go crazy, then yeah. Then you might have to go running back. Big. It's a redraft league. So what's the 4th round pick? So is the 4th round pick for next year? Is it for next year? Yeah, because you're saying you're getting a 4th round pick, and if it's a redraft league, does that mean you're getting their 4th round pick next year? That's what I need to verify. My bad. It's a keeper league. If you could get that draft pick to be like a 2nd, then I would take it. If you can't, then I'll just keep Neighbors. But if you could get London and a 2nd for Neighbors, I would do that. Stu in a 10-man with the 8th pick and a full PPR 2 flex spots. Draft advice. Okay. Definitely seeing potentially some newer faces in here, or you haven't been watching the videos at all this offseason because we have done so many draft strategy videos. It's crazy. So, Stu, 10-man, 8th pick, full PPR, 2 flex spots. I mean, there's several guys I'm looking there at the end of the 1st round. Since it's a 10-man league, I don't need to move as early for some of those 2nd-round picks as I thought. Derrick Henry could be back there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malik Neighbors, something along those lines. In the 2nd round, Bucky Irving, Josh Jacobs. London potentially falls to the 3rd round since it's only a 10-man league. Essentially, to break it down easy for you, in the first 3 rounds, I want 2 running backs. In the first 5 rounds, I want 3 running backs. Stay balanced running backs and wide receivers. Don't move early on a quarterback. Tight ends, you can wait until Evan Ingram a little bit later. That's where I've been going. No, I have London over Neighbors. London is just a better draft value, right? Like, I know for a fact that I can get Drake London towards the end of the second round. So it makes no sense if I'm drafting, depending on where I'm drafting, especially if it's a 10-man league. Like, if I could potentially get London at the beginning of the third because it's a 10-man league, then there's no reason for me to have to draft London over Neighbors. I have London as my wide receiver 5 on the season. Carlos Mejia, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. DeCroce, what info from the guys should I have with me during my draft tonight, and thoughts on Brian Robinson Jr. trade? What do you need with you? Take either the cheat sheets or the tier rankings for sure. Those are the two things that you need to have, one or the other, that you need to have during your draft. Brian Robinson Jr. trade, it opens the door for Merritt to be a starting running back this year along with Austin Eckler. And Washington kills Brian Robinson Jr. but gives a really good backup to CMC. Kyle from Eddie P, becoming a member for the 37th month. Excited for the new season. In my mock drafting, I go heavy running back. Are you good with Mike Evans as your wide receiver 1? Also, does a Mike Evans, Bucky Irving stack sound good to have? Whew, I do. That's a good stack to have. Mike Evans, I think personally, I would rather have him as my wide receiver 2, just with all the competition for targets this year. But I don't know if I'm completely against him as a wide receiver 1, as long as you have good backup depth. Big Rich, I'm being offered Gibbs for Ibuka, Travion Henderson, and a future rookie first. Gibbs for Ibuka, Travion Henderson, and a future rookie first. Oh, man. Okay, listen. If you are a team that can win it all this year, okay, if you think you have a top 3 team, I'm going to take the Gibbs side. But I would make it a second round pick instead of a first. Don't give up your first round pick. Make it a second instead. If you're a team that's building for the future and you were offered and you have your rookie first, Ibuka and Travion Henderson, then I'm keeping that side and I'm passing on it. Brian, we've done live streams together as a group before. It's really hard to do them with us all being spread all over the place. BAB, I don't think it gets complicated at all. It's Bucky Irving. Who besides Ingram is a good late round tight end candidate in a 12-team full PPR? Jake Ferguson. I've seen him go anywhere from the 10th to 12th round. C. Sherm, if Bijan, Barkley, and Gibbs are taken by pick 4, what do I do if I want a running back? Henry and Irving are kept. JJ and Chase are also being kept for wide receiver. I mean, you could go Achane if you want upside. You could go Christian McCaffrey. I mean, I would go Christian McCaffrey over Achane right now because they both have risk. Ashton Genty would be there as well. If it is a keeper league, I would go with Genty. Papa's Paradise, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining and becoming a member of the exclusive Headliner Nation. Ron Gertiza, wow, 12 subs in an hour. Yeah, that's kind of slow. When we get in season with start and sit advice, that number will be tripled in an hour. Live shows will be on Friday night and Sunday morning. Tyler Warren, I like Tyler Warren. I don't mind Tyler Warren whatsoever. He's going a lot sooner than those guys. Tyler Warren is being drafted as the tight end 10 right now. I mean, I would be okay taking Tyler Warren over David Njoku, who's being drafted right in front of him. I think you could make an argument for Warren over I forgot. Hold on. Mark Andrews. Sherm, you're welcome. Zip, let's go. About 5 more minutes. I'm going to get out of here. About 5 more minutes. Superflex League, you okay rolling with Penix and Geno Smith? As long as your team is stacked, absolutely. And I would hope your team is stacked as long as you have a QB3. You can only keep 2. Allen, Scatabo, Bigsby, and Algier. Well, definitely Allen, but how can you keep Scatabo if he's a rookie? Big Rikes. Would you trade Brees for Chuba and a 2026 first? My other running backs are CMC and Walker. Not right now. That's definitely got me intrigued, but not right now. If you could get another player with Chuba in a first, then I would highly consider it. Papa's Paradise in an auction draft, pick 3 keepers: Nico, JSN, Worthy, Chase Brown, Odunze, Shakir, and Russ Wilson. 2 QB, 3 wide receiver league. I'm definitely keeping Chase Brown for $1. That's for sure. I'll keep JSN for $5. That's also locked in. Since it is a 2 QB league, you could keep Russell Wilson for $1, but you would have to get Jackson Dart, because I think Jackson Dart could unseat him this year. If you have an option of other quarterbacks, then I skip that. And I go with Nico at $27 if you want the best player. I go with Odunze at $9 if you want the best value. Jose Ocanis, please rate my team in a full PPR. Nix, Kamara, Dobbins, Lamb, London, Bowers, Wilson, Flowers, with Johnson, Down, Shakir, Ferguson, and Goff on the bench. Nix, Kamara, Dobbins. Jose, I can't. Man, you're not good at the running back position, man. That is, yeah, that's not good. Like that's getting an incomplete grade for me because Dobbins is your RB2. Dobbins might not even have much of a job. I think he's a good late round pick as like an RB4 or RB5, but as an RB2, you can't do that. LKW, please grade my 12-team underdog fantasy best ball. Mayfield, Lawrence, and Rodgers. I like it. Jacobs, Walker, Hubbard, Bigsby, Eckler, and Rico. Like him. JJ Worthy, Pearsall, Coleman, Tillman, Horton, Chisholm, with Ingram and Strange. I'll give that a solid B with a chance to be a B+. Oh, you have to drop 2. Okay, I get you. I mean, I'm dropping. If you own Bijan, you have to keep Algier. If you don't own Bijan, then drop Algier. Who's Allen? Is that Keenan Allen, is it? Angel, drafted at the 1.4. Lamb, Brian Thomas Jr., Hampton, Allen, Swift, Chabonnet. Odunze, Hawkinson, Tracy Benson, Davis Allen, Caleb Williams, 12-man full PPR. Full PPR, 12-man. You obviously went with Lamb. So Lamb and BTJ, Hampton, Allen, and Swift. What Allen? Oh, Braylon Allen. Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong person. Who Allen? What Allen at the running back position? Am I faded right now? So confused. Hampton. Is it Braylon Allen and Swift, Angel? Charbonnet Odunze? I mean, you went Lamb and Brian Thomas Jr., I'm assuming, back-to-back, which really puts you at a disadvantage. Takara. Braylon Allen from the Jets. Okay, so it's Braylon Allen, Scatabo, Bigsby, and Algier. I'm probably keeping Bigsby and Scatabo, but I don't love dropping Braylon Allen. Oh, it's Josh Allen? So you went Josh Allen, Lamb, Brian Thomas Jr. Yikes. Okay. It could work out just fine, but you could be in a lot of trouble at the running back position at some point. I don't know. Is it a super flex league? That's what I'm wondering from Angel. Is it a super flex league? It is super flex. You could end up being okay then. Yeah, your running backs scare the heck out of me. I mean, Hampton could end up being just fine. That's where you're going to have trouble, potentially, is at the running back position. You could end up... This team could be a C-. It could be an A, like an A-. Like, that's how big the gap is on how good your team could be. Because if you don't have things go your way and you don't get, like... If Najee doesn't make an impact and if Kenneth Walker gets hurt, you're golden. That's an A- team. If Najee cuts into Hampton and he's more of an RB2 this season, and if Charbonnet doesn't really play without a Walker injury, you might be cooked. Full PPR from Dull Fan. Superflex Auction League where I get one keeper. Would you keep Bowers for 12 or BTJ for 19? Also, where would you take Hunter in an IDP league? Okay, so I would keep Bowers over Brian Thomas Jr. because he's cheaper. It is hard for me to answer the Hunter question because I don't know your league settings. I don't know your IDP scoring. I don't know, can he get IDP scoring and offensive scoring together? Because there are some platforms that will only let you start him as a defensive player or as an offensive player. So I don't know. That's what's really hard about answering a Hunter question because I don't know what your league allows. I don't know the scoring. Now, if he can score as a defensive player and as an offensive player, and if your defensive players score similar to offensive players, Hunter is a guy that is maybe a second-round pick. I mean, heck, depending on the scoring, he could be a first-round pick. It really just depends. Jerry Gonzalez stacked Jamar and Brown with Kyron. RB1, Tet, Pickens, J-Mo, or Henderson. Tet, Pickens, J-Mo, or Henderson. I'm going Henderson, Pickens, J-Mo, Tet. Oh, it's a full PPR. Henderson, Tet, Pickens, J-Mo in that order. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me this afternoon. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for the last hour and a half, but I got to get going. I've got Sunday stuff to do. We've got baseball practice in a couple of hours that I got to get ready for and get to. I got to get a workout in still today. So I've got lots of stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, last week of off-season content. Super excited for the season to be here. Y'all stay tuned. Get ready. We're going to be putting out a graphic with our entire lineup of our shows for the season so you know exactly when things will be dropped. Live shows will be Friday night instead of Saturday night this season. And then our normal members-only live shows will be on Sunday morning per use. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the nation all year long. I will see you guys in the chat, in Discord, live streams, whatever it may be. Good luck on all your drafts today and for the rest of the week. And as always, stay safe and healthy, and I'll catch you all in the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners. Peace out, everybody.